This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Nanada.
Beba hobi wini achebe. I've been called lawyer William Kusi. Na menye na share on this issue. Ono owombi apostle.
And I'm saying we so preachy.
Oh yes.
And I'm saying no preachy.
Apostle.
Oh ene.
En shabe nkoma nwumre.
Na me apostle am a prophet. And me dear me minister the me can be a prophetic. But I don't close my eyes and tell people what will happen tomorrow.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, meeting IGP ne religious and faith-based organization or leaders share and enkita hundie ababonten as a fallout from that meeting.
Yo, that's me chair for you. We are in interesting times. Now I must admit, say IGP so talk also sa say emrabe yedwuma mam kakra. Into obi was here born abaso ne ehye crying. That is the kind of leadership we need as a nation. Ebi kure be di me ne ho. Nanso say emrade ya was here hu so on the adwuma no ye. Yeah, bomb as a politician be anko dum nija. Now because we na adwuma na menim said there are like-minded people in the country who could be appointed into political offices, not the ones we are seeing. Ebi wo ha omo pepano. Usidan pare our experience, our qualification. He's confident. He's all round, and I'm not surprised that he's not scared that he will lose his office. So, but this is a young man who has the potential, who has the qualification, who knows that he knows. Says yes, cameras all over, and probably that is the purpose for it. So be as a camera capture. How can we get to the person and prosecute or probably discipline the person? And then also na akwamwa. And akofa ba say akoye ye di religion aka ho. And starting with prophets, and you know about a topic. Otherwise, I agree that there is religious indiscipline in this country. I agree. I admit that. Now within a small space, Messiah, preachers by 10. Baba no need a year the public address system no team na. I sympathize with how many people are you reaching? Will somebody even hear what you are saying? But the
megaphone.
Yes, but the necessity to preach either by instruction from above or by hunger. Because if abuse is here, because you come home. Many people find that to be a trait. I'm preaching at the end of the day, exactly. And most people are motivated by that. So the genuine ones are not much. But whichever way you look at it, some preachy, Nyamia Semna say two Obiakuma Sodia. You say anybody who wins souls is wise. Proverbs never. If you win souls, you are wise. It will be pretty or quan say or win is well. Send here and can hear man as or done Nancy. Nanso abuses womb. And I think this is what the IGP intends to sanitize or control. And I could say young as a prophecies ubitima criminalizing and seriously speaking, now they have looked at the law. And I think that you can't criminalize prophecy per se. Me yema sorry or my sorry them not me shame coma.
Oh, sorry then.
My sorry them what is criminal about it? Me who be asem me you be one some na me can. What is criminal about it? But the publicity of it, how it is handled, and also checking the well. Ubejina radio suna sa ko share come na affect you be na se nipa third persons never create then you should be held responsible for that. But I think that if a minister of God Juma in the normal course of Najuma so who be no can, many sure say we should be able to criminalize it. 11, 30 years. And so yeah. And I mean, if you say also odi kind religious bodies in the casa no jam, say, can you do something about your people because it is getting out of hand?
Ojamom.
Yes.
Na
Missy odi kind jama
beside obesi jamom because you cromana na asoring a sofon ketua bi misbehaving in court. Ana Ghana for ebisa say na sofo empanyimfo no adan na money enketo yi mo enkasa na mo montonu omo down because level omo de nyamsome kɔ no egu asɔre n'anim ase eden na etifiri mpanyimfo no si ye ne hwan ekoka. That's what we were told. Who is going to control who? Who is going to control who? No cry the was sorry no attend no say who cry the bros say bros we are bros some way no or not. How are you going to sign up?
Let them make the effort and let those people resist the effort. Then the police come. What the person saying?
Menyanti was a lawyer. Menyanti was
a police at Nyamesomso. That kind of
no, but police ni actually say what can sembia etia emra bi so emra kwan so no say we say o go to the specific offense.
No, oh yeah.
Law na wa tietia so.
The politician but studio no be can sembia.
Na yedo eco court. Na court mum deal with you.
Oh, he say politician but studio no be can sembia. Or say e chiri go to the specific law.
Exactly.
Do we see it done?
No, but
so I'm saying that look. Yes, they are right, but I'm saying that the approach because radio so you jam momoko and much the same way. Yeah, handle as well because you say the moment you pitch yourself against the church.
No, but when do you use the word pitching yourself against? Because
I am
I am apply the law.
I am impression I make
okay.
In order not to create that impression, but for everybody to know say one can know there, you start like he has started doing meeting them. Me say only can farm myself and say if you are not able to do, we'll do it for you. Just as was started also politicians don't make it unnecessary comments already or start
fear and panic. I mean,
who say because we are developing a state class state to be anthrophobic and friends and come. We use land cruiser who need traffic so we are politicians now near so we are near jail. I mean this kind of behavior would encourage preachers to go on the street and make noise. And it's not only about preachers. I mean, the political body of Ghana itself, has those problems. And he was starting well. Baby or diakono, and I have heard the positions a year pass will be a sham comna say at the Basabasa Baba or say ye timid chino near Nikodina court. Now court we say I soon smasem obey me differentiated what is spiritual and what is physical. Now baby a punishment or their manner. Yenina a family kwanswa. But let us not create the impression in the mind of people say prophecy itself could be a crime. It's not a crime. No matter how you look at it. But Obuha me make my question come. I will sorry them. Now media person be the about too. Why not say punishment? Wow, the better and one hour published.
No, but it depends on the content of what some are can.
No, but the intention is not to make it public so that I will not cause fear and panic.
No, but public, the definition of public, becomes an issue.
My sorry, them in your public. If you walk into my church room to listen to me, it's not a public place. Wow, to radio, you say Ghana in Antino. When I see a chiwo, one now they are not to about money part. When I see a chiwo, because the embedded in the offense or crime of causing fear and panic is getting people to hear so that they will panic.
The word public.
No, you see,
it becomes.
I'm sorry, them.
That's what I'm saying.
In the contest, it's not a public place. You voluntarily walk into the church room, and you know that in church we prophesy, we deliver, we preach. And so if you walk into the church room and those things are going on, you cannot complain.
No, but Sana will Canada and you'll be called trade fair. No, say that time, no, I call you for religious activity. Now, or can Sembia. That instead no be cause Sophia, but you cannot cause Arabic because that place is also
we can
ground.
We can look at the Bible and see if prophecies that concern nations are not supposed to be told They are supposed to be told.
So by implementing a
for man who just say can na nyam jam biasu ne can prophecy or say
Lord where do we draw the line then between their Bible naka and then their criminal and other offenses act aka? Rather than that, there may be also subsume it under the Bible and then there will be a bar and justify it, and then there will be a bar. But let's see how the courts,
if I'm a preacher,
how the courts will deal with this.
If I'm a preacher and I preach against social vices, and you think it's fear and panic, then you are making a mistake, because that's the duty of the preacher.
Okay.
A preacher, so my do man no.
President very interesting.
Now preacher because the president do Viesika Odika warning the president, take heed and stop stealing, because God is watching you. That's the work of the preacher. And it depends on the context. With anything I may say, let's confine it to the publicity of it. Obe can send be who now would be general radio to my time or ha. Let me preach. Let me can somebody. Yes, you'll be quite cool. Yeah, that I should be invited to give information about why I said that. Yeah. Because Johanna, Papa Pia said a good prophet Kaze Kintampon Grofu. I mean, he said it. And probably he's causing fear and panic. At the end of the day, people died. If and Kaubinya soon tear and you take his step and you save lives. And then also how you can look at it from that point of view. But some of them can really assist, others won't. And then you say, charlatans are gumuya. Omo ye de no. The abuse of it, no, ama the whole thing no crowd would defend it. What do you say? But thanks be to God, say in the Bible, if you look at Matthew 24 level says, many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Over 24 say, oh, Matthew. There's no doubt that there are false prophets, and their motive is to make money and fame out of the prophecies. And those are the people that we have to check.
Okay.
But in order not to make the IGP unpopular, because I can tell you, religion is the opium of the people. And if you ignore that and you decide to proceed to act, well, here very shortly, ubepim.
No, but if on to me apply to religious people, because religion is the opium of the masses and they will mass up against, then he for now on Fanko, because then it means the dominant group, you cannot touch them. Then why not about touching?
I haven't said that at all. I'm saying that.
No, that's the influence.
I sorry for baby cry. So we have.
Okay.
Because many are those who think abuse is endorsed. Exactly. Many of them I support and the majority. But me person say on starting from A na go B na go C.
It should be done in a manner that portrays or targeted. But I say lawyer Apostle William Kusi best about champion or a Supreme Court say legalize gay and lesbian way, and that I sorry for no way complaining. No say that's sorry, they no say look, I don't understand why people are complaining. Those who are members of this church, who despite this legalization of gays and lesbianism, who want to indulge in that act, raise up your hand. Obia and resilience. And also you see, you will not do it even though it is legalized, because you know it is a sin against God. And that is what you've been inculcated. That is what you've been brought out as a Christian. That's your Christian virtue. So don't be mad at the Supreme Court, because when they sat, they were interpreting the U.S. Constitution and not the Bible.
God will not consider the church as not being part. He will bend the whole. Yes. We have records.
Yes.
And so that argument falls flat. Okoye was sorry for Domunye, but the whole America, Yameshia, some of the and that's over you, Murphy.
Nasana, what kind of dia? Now,
it's not
good. But he was right when he says the judges interpreted the Constitution and they were not interpreting the Bible, so that you don't further they were doing their work. Teacher Constitution from Yamuasu says, lawyer, since Dr. Dan Parry is alive, I know those 31 pastors who always prophesize on 31st night will keep quiet this coming December. May God richly bless Nanado choosing him as the IGP. Greetings to Chairman Odene Hukwapia, lawyer Adoma Pia. lawyer Justin Kodua and Dr. China.
Me pass off be out. Why is your president? Say, Opeso can come here to the last time the president came here, he went to the house. Also, money who fortunately the president appears, hey, Nasofu Padiaha. One appointment up to date.
Now,
you can not just settle down. What I say, at times, some mom should tears and the back quietly. No one can tell me in private so that they will not have to forced to come public.
Okay. Good evening, mates, to the then presidential candidate, His Excellency now Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo. It was clear, sir, the unemployment situation in Ghana then was a tickling time bomb. Now, NPP manifesto about creating employment, creating a enabling environment for the private sector to employ more people. Ushe 2020 manifesto of the MPP now share the address, president and on the session address to Ghana and all that. Juma so far by creating the Augusto creating opportunities are creating still o shake you say hu na wotwia e bi kan say ehu a security threat to Ghana. How do we deal with this? Is it the case say nanka wona warrior recruitment nko betimi device strategy ibetimi aye sa recruitment we a yenhu sa cues ene ne ana yehu is a failure of sa strategy ana sese dia obi so ka say obeso ko security forces say so fa through sa agony no na atofen wa ma hu say adwuma awokopa ye no enye adwuma eye adwuma keto people have also say look, most of the people now can we do so bi mo ho mo wo adwuma just adwuma mo wo no mo mpe omo sianse akope adwuma foforo and all that ebi wo mo teacher training ebi wo mo nursing training ebi wo ho mo ye teachers ebi wo ho mo ye adwuma wa omo so omo pese omo ko security forces no binti omo so how do we deal with this issue of unemployment in the country? Me sha say every lawyer
yo me da so Mr. Solution India, if you ask me, right away I will tell you is industrialization. Now, I say this because I'm not on vacation or outside, you know. We found jobs to do, and the area now, jobs here easily. The factories, the warehouses, and all that. And so I'm sure, sir, if we are able to establish more industries, we'll get to employ more hands. Now reduce unemployment. Now, if you look at the free education government were introducing now, it is telling you very shortly, you know, these numbers are going to increase. Just a bit overwhelming. And those who say national security issue, they are right in saying that. We should also, I think that the other solution is also say yebe enumebu ha ya condemn na yen condemn no biun. Ebe many people who say you can be dirty though, but yet you earn a handsome income. Because kwa brochina people from cry unfair. We cleaner to the city mo biun za cleaner, but yet you have a job.
Well, there are people with degrees and proper qualifications are almost yes I join part time.
Yes.
The big, I mean, like be a plumber na or the degree papa be because of that income.
And income is unique one of them. But I think that industrialization is a solution to our problem.
Your education system your problem because maybe that way because orientation na yenya aye de babontin no e ma yenye entrepreneurial sebe bua ma yetimi akasa edwa bibisa we because I know guys be nine bia omo awie university na adwuma ho ye omo kam ho bo ma omo pam local kente na omo we aduane guys omo university omo so omo ye omo wo fufu now okrofo before omo free Ghana they omo call outside so omo ye wedding to go and do fufu for them they are making money. I know students omo university too omo come ho abom omo what they do they say omo creative way be social media say omo ye a surprise gift delivery ejire bia o spouse and answer what for be the birthday you can call them arrange with them no more send the package nice one surprise one no more they are making money. There are people who are on social media using social media making money. There are people who have established bread way bia they are oven hot oven temate bia me call stone law be drew be jina be do na casa pack hot oven this car omunya in a day. So is it because say your co school say me dey me wie university me twen say me nya adwuma me bo tie akotina office say me adwuma dre no ka ho bia na say what
and dey ka ho pa.
What do we do with it? Because I'm now Premier University of Ghana, Legon, with only one Premier Hall, University of Vanda City. And our University, Cape Coast University, and our Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Now, any private universities are a work Krumah. Any courses so we in the pie foul or colleges of education. Just say every day you bring new ones and you're churning out graduate out be a person obey ichuma and to say some strategy in about 10 years time no who is going to employ who
and this is a big question that you have asked. Mentality no and a problem. Quite recently finance minister say people should work towards employment. Dan we dog negotiate or my statistics it was wonderful. I learned a lot from it. Because many are those commentators who are not aware that even the most developed countries in the government in fact even up to 20% of in the public service. And the way forward is the private making sure that private sector no at me I will be far ready no I innovate no aton na sikaba so me boys bi omo ye niema bi ma me ofie me center table omo ye no fountain right and they were from Poly and omo aka omo ye be 4 5 but obi sculpture obi electric no my ye and omo it was wonderful. It was quite expensive but was good and I advised them say they should keep it together because omo ya omo to do actually and it's a mindset you know I say to me incorporate into the students and the kind of courses I offer to majority of the students it should also be relevant to our modern situation. So courses we are here at tuna jeje and the funny people na the visa specialized course for the packet to how do you expect those people to survive after school?
Now, after lawyer, in your orientation in Enya, say university education is a universal education, so that classical history and civilization.
You are even wiser than the one who read.
You should be able to use that knowledge, to create something for. But that's not what we are seeing.
If you choose to go to farming, you should be better than the ordinary farmer.
Exactly. Me woman be na otutu kokko ewe ya ne boedin because on share gloves man inside you feel now on fan inside na just say dey minim say your friend that dey just small device we na ye dey side leaves near na or dey dane no ko be dru na nkrofo apake kasa ye to sa kokko na onya ni sika all right just something small be then you make money
now. Say no build yeah juma also ka say e mena di enemy yeah juma say na oma e wi go perform juma nim who for for perform and yes most of them will be left unemployed
anyway me that say member say but before I be free hono people have said say kwan ya fa so your recruitment itself no e barbaric atwam e cake e humane. What do you make of Saturday and say since I hear who say crew focus on about 3 a.m. all because one logo line also be a kodi swa to say bedru so couldn't we have devised a means I be ya de na enkoye se ne aye hui in the 21st century
me ka say na President Ridge Park na no mo recruitment and go for come akọ with Nasibi several times when I was a young man na me call heavy and the expression used barbaric or a cake because this has been the old traditional system of enlisting people in the military or security forces. Now, so who say the passalite the kind of impression and perception it gives, I think there is hard time, sir, on baby about it. Otherwise, this kind of publicity about unemployment can even affect our security wise. And having come to a point where ubia babano there, trans na for reduce the numbers.
Okay.
No, me